Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Come on today to do episode, I think it's episode 12 of the Altered Book. By the time you see this, with any luck, I should be in Ireland having my holiday. Now that's got a bit stuck together. I had glue stick that. I stopped the video and started it again because I made a mistake. So I'm now starting again. So I had to keep that open because I had to glue stick that. But basically we're covering these two pages today. And if we have time, not those. I don't think we will have time because I'll tell you why. We've got those next. So what we're going to do, instead of using the long narrow envelope I had, I've made a decision to change it to 2 CD envelopes. And that's why I don't think we'll have time, because we're going to use these and decorate these. And I have got some bits cut out ready. But this is the sheet that I started to cover. And we're going to use this, which is a half of a sheet of one of the digital sheets out of Wicked Pixie's kit that was left over. So we're going to cover this page with that, and we're going to have this underneath because I really like the colours. So get the blue book out this time, and I've cut this to the right size this time because that's what I did wrong. Cut it completely wrong, even though I knew what I should be doing. I'm just going to put that down first. Oops, wrong way. Oh, I think it's because I've got a lot on my mind, because today is the day before it's the day we leave. We've got a 2:20 a.m. Ferry crossing in the morning. So we're going to Holyhead. Ferry crossing, so we have to get down there. So my husband's at work, I'm just finished working from home, so I thought I'd get this done so I can put it up for next week. And we'll just put a bit of art glitter around this, and so everything had to be sort of sorted out, ready. Paddy is now not coming with us, sadly, because there's been a mix-up with he's got a pet passport, but due to the new EU laws now, nothing to do with COVID, he has to have a health certificate, and he has to have a tapeworm tablet, minimum of 24 hours before we go. We didn't get the health certificate because, as with COVID, there are just so many different rules and regulations that are so confusing. So we didn't get that done, and when we realised, it wasn't until yesterday, which was a bank holiday, and too late for us to do anything about it. So now Paddy is going to stay with our friend. Fortunately, he's just had a bit of a messy breakup with his wife, and then to add insult to the wound, she not only doesn't let him see their little baby, so she left him when the baby was only a few weeks old. She also came back and took their dog, and he adored his dog. So he's more than happy for us to have Paddy. So now I want to cover this, I think, because these are going to be stuck down here, and this page will then be stuck down there like so, so they will then flip. But I think for ease, I think we'll cover this page first. So my idea was, keeping the theme of blue, I've got some of this beautiful blue dyed paper, and I thought we would cover this with that, and that's another journaling page, and it has got some beautiful colours on it. So I think we will match up the edging with that page. So let's get this down. Yeah, so poor old chap, my husband tried to ring the ferry company today, but he can't really use his phone at work. I'm working as well, so it's difficult for me. So between the two of us, we've given up with the Irish ferries, trying to get through to find out whether they would let him on. We can't take the risk of driving all the way to Holyhead, which is quite a few hours, only to get there to be turned around because Paddy can't go on the boat. So it's easier if we give up, and as soon as my husband gets home from work in a bit, he will take Paddy over the road. Luckily enough, Paddy does know our friend. He's only across the road, and he should be okay, but we will keep, you know, obviously keep in touch. So it's just sad. I was looking forward to going on some nice walks with him, and poor thing's going to wonder why. I think we've abandoned him, probably. Oh, it's just all of this COVID and all of that's all turning things sour, isn't it, really? So shall we have that side? It's got some lovely markings. Or shall we have that side, which is equally as nice? Maybe we'll have that side. No, I think we'll go with that. I've made a decision. Oh, God. As if I could. Oh, now I've put the glue book down under a pile of things. God. Oh, I'm surprised I have any subscribers whatsoever, to be honest. Oh, you're very kind to stick with me. You really are. It's just that there's so much to think about when you're going away, you know. The good thing about going on the ferry and taking the car is you can take whatever you want. You've got none of this queuing at the airport, all the customs malarkey, all the putting your 100ml plus liquids into bags and all of that goes with that, which I hate. I've gone right off travelling. And so, you know, we can take whatever we want with us. So that's a good and a bad thing, because we end up, you know, so you can take, like with Ireland, it's a good idea usually to take, I'm not making a good job of this, I should stop talking. Good idea to usually take layers, you know, of clothing, wet weather things and all that type of thing, which you probably have to do over here anyway. So yeah, so, you know, we can take whatever we want, and we've got things to take, we've got wine to take, you know, so we don't go empty-handed. His mum and dad are very, very generous and cook for us and all of that, you know. We are going to take them out, I think. Hopefully, if we can. Their laws are a bit more relaxed over there, their COVID rules, so hopefully we'll be able to go somewhere and eat. Right, so now we've done that, we'll concentrate on these, which I tea-dyed. So they've gone a little bit crinkly, which is what tea-dyed things, you know, especially this sort of paper. So they're going to be flipped that way on the page. So this is what I've decided. I already got some bits planned out, ready to save a bit of time. So let's just turn that over. Okay, right. It's got these lovely blue roses here, which I like, and I thought they could go on the back of some of this scrapbook paper. which is quite thin, so that's ideal. And I've got some packaging, and I've made the journal cards already, so it just means we've got to stick these down round the corners, trim it up and ink round them, and that one will be the same. It's just a slightly different rose there. It's beautiful actually. It's got some beads in, very pretty. So I put those to one side for a second. So I'm going to put these in to back them, and these are cut to size. So what I need to do is, and this again is scrapbook paper, yeah, I've got to be careful because I've tea dyed them. I need to make sure they're okay inside. So, for some reason that does not want to go down there. I think go around the corners of these. That might make them a little bit easier to put in, and you won't see the rounded corners. Let's try again. So that's much easier. So when you take the journal card out, you're going to see that. And then I used an old CD envelope as a template, and I've cut the circle out by hand. So that's going to go on the front like so of each one. So let's round the corners. So I've got to really try and glue these in, which is not going to be easy, I don't think. So let's have a look. Let's try and glue them with art glitter. So I've already got it in a little bit, so I'm just going to lift that. Got to be careful we don't get it on the window. Okay, so I just literally want to lift that up and push that in as quickly as I can. Get that. It's not quite gone down to the bottom. I mean, that won't matter too much because we're not going to see it, and we can trim this off here. Hopefully. Maybe I'll just leave that for now. Just wondering though, can't get that out now. I knew this would be the most difficult part of all. This is the first time I think I've ever attempted this. So hopefully that's that one. Okay, so let's do the same with this one. Be as quick as we can, get this as open as we can and get it slipped down. See that? Neither did that want to go straight down, but it's gone in a lot better, so you can still do that. Right, so that's the insides done. So I can see I'm going to have to glue this down. I'm just going to quickly do that. Just a tiny bit of glue, because we are going to cover this anyway. It's where we've tea dyed it. Right. Okay, so now I'm thinking about putting this on. I'll just get my pencil eraser down. Because I can see on here and here a little bit of pencil mark. That's easily remedied. And we need to ink round these. Okay, so I'm going to use the vintage photo and ink around here particularly. I really like this colour. It's sort of a bluey grey, and I don't normally kind of go for stripes, but I just thought it was, I don't know, just wanted to do it. It was just something different, you know. I quite fancied having a go at this. The only reason I didn't use that other envelope is because when you flip it up, it doesn't, it has all my kind of envelopes that shape have like a V opening, you know, at the back where the flap goes down, and it's not really suitable for putting a card in. So what I would normally do is trim off the other opposite end so the card can go in and out of that, but then you've got that huge gap. So I kind of thought this was the easier option, which is why I prepared things first of all. So all I did was I took one of these envelopes and I dismantled it, so I undid it down here, and then I cut a piece to size and I put that behind this, and I then used that and just drew around it like that. So let's ink round the envelope. And we've got to ink round this side. I don't need to worry about that too much. I think that will be okay. That's one. And that's two. Okay, now let's stick these down. Now these are not quite square, these envelopes, so I think that's the best way to do that. So this is a sheet. This is actually a sheet that I got from the Fruit Pixy. She does a lot of, or they do a lot of 12 by 12s, just sheets from big packs, you know, so you don't all have to buy the whole pack. Sometimes you don't want to buy the whole pad, you know. And I've left a little bit at the top and the bottom, and I've kind of done that deliberately, really. Let's put a bit more in there. Tiny bit in here. There's my cloth. That's it. So that's one. I'll do the same with this, just check which way around needs to go. I think that's fine. Yeah, it's definitely that way around. Okay. Make sure the edges are properly covered this time round. I think we said this way up, didn't we? Oh, yeah, I need to just lift that up. It's not quite right. Now this is soaking up the glue quite a bit. It's because I've tea dyed it, this envelope, and when you tea dye things, their structure sort of changes, you know. Be careful with the window. So now, just going to ink round this now. Not that I had ink round the pieces, but just want to give them a, especially that side, a bit more. Right. Okay, so we've got them covered. So again, they're going to be like this and this on the page. So let's do the cards. Now the cards are on ordinary packaging, so they've got a nice bit at the back, which is a nice creamy colour. I thought to give it a bit of interest, I'm going to get some glue page out, put them into that, because I want to do a bit of stenciling. I'm going to use this doily stencil. I'm just going to do it in the middle, and I'm going to use some distress oxide called Weathered Wood. And I think I'll just see if that's, yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to put that there. And this weathered wood is a sort of a grey. It's very, very nice. I like it, but I only want to do a very light impression of it. And there it is. I think that's very nice. I think it goes well with that. Just to give that journal side of the card a bit of interest. See if we've got it round about there. That's lovely. I like it. Sort of lovely grey, kind of bluey grey. Alright, so that's those done on that side. So now we're just going to cover them in this, and all I'm going to do is glue this, and then we'll trim round. So I literally just cut these pieces out of some 8x8. It's a scrapbook pad, that I've had. So I'm going to lay that down and get that. Okay, that's, see what I mean about there's a right way and a wrong way. Goodness me, what I've completely gone wrong. Perhaps I should give up now and just say, right, I'm going on holiday, this is it. And I hope that you all stick with me for when I return. I suppose that's my biggest concern. Don't want to lose my subscribers. I think that's why I'm a bit panicky, you know. Since I've started the channel, I haven't actually been away, not on a proper holiday like this. It's all new to me. I'm still under the 200 subscribers, but that's okay, you know. I value every one of you. And there's no right or wrong way up for these pieces of scrapbook paper either. That was better. That's it. Has to go up a bit like so. Not quite how I wanted it. Sorry. To get it right. Don't want the card showing. See, I don't want it showing. That's it. Right. Okay. Oh, okay, that's those. Right, now we're going to ink round these. They've already got sort of brown in them, so I think this will just enhance them. This one's got a nice butterfly on it and some beads. Might just... That pen was determined it was not staying in there. I just want to cut these out a little bit better. That's better. And this one here. So I might do a little, you know, like video of our holiday. I see a bit disappointed that Paddy's not able to come. I don't think he knows yet, so I'm not going to say too much too loudly, as he knows when he's been talked about. He knows so many words of the English language. We're now into, we spell out a lot of words, but now he knows what they are. I'm sure everyone else's dog's the same. They do get very wise to, you know, your conversations. It's like children when they're little and you're trying to speak in code. It's like having a child, actually. Only one that can't specifically talk, but can understand a lot. Right, that's that one. And this one, I think this one's fine. Just to give that a little bit around there. When I cut these out, I must have thought, oh, I'll neaten them up when I use them. I do that sometimes. If you've got a lot of fussy cutting to do, it can become quite, not tedious, but just a tad boring now. Just a bit. Depends really. And I tend to do it when I'm watching TV, so, or talking, you know, to my husband. So I think if you can get the bulk of it done, and then you can, you know, tidy things up when you use them, I think that's okay. I think quite a few people might do that. Okay, I think that's fine. Tidy that up later. Just another little bit there. This bit's quite fragile, that's why I don't want to cut too much out of it. Takes away its stability. Okay, right. Oh, just one more tiny bit. Right, I think that's okay now. Oh. So that's those done. So what we can do is trim around these now. So I'm just going to trim down the sides and then we'll round the corners. Just corner rounder back. That's one. Okay. Right. Okay, let's ink round these. Okay, so now we can stick these on. So I'm not sure which way up. I think that is kind of that way, like that. And this one is perhaps like that. Okay, so that's those. Now I had a couple of words here, so this one is happiness. And this one says believe in yourself. Very important. Both of those are very important. It's important to be happy and to believe in yourself. How is anyone else going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? So put that one there and this one here. And just get a bit of lace. So I've got some lace here. What shall we have? I quite like this coffee coloured lace. I think that's quite nice. Can't have it hanging out too far, you see, because of the fact that it's a journal card. So I think we'll have a bit down here and on this one. And words can go over the top, so just checking. I think that's the right way round. So I just get my beacon 3-in-1. See if we can squeeze some of this out. Just have it a bit higher, and then we can pop that down as well. Oh, that's gone on my leggings. Not. Oh my goodness. See if maybe it will dry and I can rub it off. What do you think? So I'm going to put that there, and then we'll just get this lace. Where did it go? It's disappeared. I think it probably. Can anybody see it? Because I can't. Did I? Or did I? There's the word. I cut a piece. Oh, where? Oh, there it is. It's gone back on the heap. So, okay. Now this has been upside down, so I know it's definitely coming to an end. And again, we'll do a bit higher, and this up here like this. See if I can just about get enough out. Come on. You know you've got a bit more you can give me, I'm sure. Oh no, maybe not. Oh well, that's it. Bye bye then. Bye bye, Mr. American Pie. I'm just going to get the new one down. Just have to stand up. Bear with me. Right. Ooh. Oh, of course, it has a has one of these, doesn't it? Oh no, because I squeezed it. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. See if we can get that back in. That's still got a skin on it. Oh, that's not nice. I've got it all over my hands. Look. Ooh. You know I don't like the feel of it. Any of it, any of the glue on my hands I'm not keen on. Don't know why, I just don't like it. I know some ladies and gents like to sit and peel it off. It's not something I like to do. Okay, so we'll now get these down. Sorry, I hope I'm in camera then. I'm sitting about a foot away from the desk. I have this bad habit. I think it's because I'm always at a desk working, ready to be up and doing something in no time. So I like that because it's got this has all got script in the background and it's all up different ways. So it's that way up, that way up, that way up, and that way up. So it doesn't matter which way round it is. Okay. Well, these are like bouquets, so I think we'll have that there, like so. That's it, like that. Okay, so now we've got those. So we want a little tab for them. I think we'll make one out of some, maybe some of this crochet trim here, perhaps. Would that go? Maybe we just use that. Have a bit like this on each one. Make them both the same with length, and then hopefully they won't look odd. Okay, so now I have to open this again and gauge where the halfway mark is. Right, so you have to leave that to dry over there for a minute. And this one. I'm just going to give that a dab down to get rid of the excess, like that. Make sure it's okay at the back. I'll just check this one again. Oh. Okay, that one's fine too. Right, I'm just leaning them up. Oh. Okay, just give those a few seconds to dry. So those are the cards. So what we want to do now is these are going to be like this. And you know what I haven't done? I haven't made a slit down there to put the card in. So the idea was to glue that down and make an opening along the top, like so. Okay, right, so I'm going to have to make a small slit. So I'm going to cut a slither off. I told you this is the first time I've done these. Right, that's okay. I'm going to neaten that up. And that then will be glued down. So, I'm going to put a thin bead of glue there. Where did I put my cloth? It's disappeared. There it is. Bits of glue everywhere now. So that's that one. So that should be okay in a second. So then when we've got it on the page, that's the opening at the top for the journal card. Okay, so that's that one up that way, and we'll do the same with this one. We will thin bead of glue there to stick that one down, and this is going to be opening this way, so we need to cut the slither off here. And that's worked, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to ink round this bit because I've cut the inked edge off, and the same with this. That was close, wasn't it? So that's that way up, and this one is this way up, like so. So the back now we need to do something with. So what I had in mind for the back was couple of these cards I thought would be centerpieces, and I thought we'd collage the back, so we will get some music paper out and coffee dyed paper, I think. And one other thing else shall we get? So this bag here, this has got all the scraps in it from the actual pieces we've already used. So just looking quickly to see what there is. I think maybe we'll use some of those. Let's have a quick look. They've got some of this nice paper, which is quite nice actually. Might use that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to round the corners of this, use the 7mm. I don't know why that doesn't want to cut. It's possible that it needs just a slight trim down. That's the way I've held it, I think. Sometimes if you don't get it in completely straight, or if the paper's not completely straight, it doesn't cut very well. That's better. That's better. Let's just do that corner again. Right. Okay. Right, okay, so I'm going to ink around these. And we will maybe start with it off. Make sure I know which is the tops. Keep them up the top. You know, I hope I haven't cut the wrong side off. So those are going like that. Okay, and that's going like, wait a minute. So that will be on the page like that. This one will be on the page like this. No, I have done it right. I don't know why I keep doubting myself. Right, let's have some of this. This is really nice. And a piece for the other side. Like so. Then I think we'll have some music paper. Oh, that's up that way. So it's think maybe we'll have some of this along the top to cover that, those seams. I'll just skip that. So if we So I'm thinking out loud at the moment. So we have it kind of like that. And one more piece of something. So thinking that's a bit too loud. So I'm just having a quick look, see what else I can put there. That's quite nice with the map on. I like the colours of that. Just moving forward because I'm getting further and further back from my desk. And these Bohemian people, they do like to travel, so this is quite appropriate. So I'm going to neaten them off in a minute, just playing. So I think have that there like that. Maybe that would be quite nice because this is going to go on here, so you're not going to see a lot of that. So I need to neaten that up a bit, don't I? So I think this will go something like that, I think. Get some of this back. That's better, I think. kind of like that, and we will maybe have, so maybe we'll have that up there. So where does this go? Here. So we're not seeing the music now, so we want the music over there, kind of like that, and then that sort of thing. Okay, let's see if we can get this one done. Just quickly ink round them, just to get rid of the white edges. Even this has got fibre, this brown lovely craft coloured paper. Not forgetting these bits. It's already done. Okay, right. Okay, so we'll get these bits down first, I think. That's a nice colour. Making sure that I know which way up I am. This way up. Okay, so this is going to go in the middle like this. So we need to kind of build round it really, don't we? I'm forgetting something. I thought that was a bit odd. Have that bit like that. I think that's okay to have that. Okay, let's see if we can get these down without. I always doubt myself with collaging, you know, even though I say to everyone no rules, but I still doubt myself. better there. And the more I fiddle about with it, the more I change my mind. Sometimes I think it's just better to do it straight away, get it down and not think too much about it. I don't know if that's the right or wrong way to do things. I don't really know. So I've decided not to use that little piece in the end. So that's that side, and we can trim off any bits caught up. Okay. So let's ink brown these pieces. I shall ink both sides because I don't, top and bottom I mean, because I don't know which way up I exactly want it. So to get rid of the straight edge there. Okay, so that can go down there. We can trim that edge off. This is the, now hang on a second, this is the opening, so this is going to be like that. Yeah, that's right. So if we have her there, right. Sometimes wish I hadn't started this. I just covered it with a piece of digital paper. Would have been easier, wouldn't it? Easier. Right. So we can have that like that. We can. So fiddly. I'm getting a bit stressed. Okay, we'll have that like that and that there. And we just put a little bit maybe there. So that can go kind of like that. And maybe, right, we'll just ink round it. Maybe a little bit there. A little bit there, maybe. Bit of a jigsaw puzzle. Right, get this down. And then I'll see whether I want to do that or not. So you have got this nice coffee stained paper underneath, so I mustn't forget that. So maybe we'll just have a bit of coffee stained, and then maybe this here this time, like that. I think that's what we'll do. Told you I keep changing my mind. Told you. Bet you didn't believe me. So there, like that. Like so. Okay, and then I'm going to put a bit of lace on the back. Got this, but I've probably only got enough for one. What else is in this bag? Let's see. I think we'll probably put a bit on that matches the other side. So I might put a bit down there on each one. And it's a bit stretchy. Okay, getting into a bit of a pickle, to say the least, today. Okay, so keep checking, opening up there, beacon, don't want it to come too far over the edge. That'd be quite nice. We have got to trim that paper though. We haven't done that. It's my fault. So we'll trim those ends in a minute. And then I think we might have a label or something to go there. So no, too big. Maybe something like that. Maybe that one there and that one there, perhaps. Out come the famous labels. And I had a thought of these might be nice. Right, let's have a look. So I think quite like something like that there, maybe, or let's have a look on this one. Yeah, that one would be nice there, I think. And then for this one, let's see what we've got. Yeah, I think those would be nice. So I'm going to put these on. Like so. Pin this, or put the lid on rather than pin it. The other one needs pinning, otherwise it won't play ball when I use it next time. So have that there. Like so, and this one here, there. That's nice. I like those. Right. Okay. Move those out of the way. Actually, they can. So slippery. It's like picking up eels. Not that I ever have. I would imagine that's what it feels like. Oh. Okay, so get our cards, and you won't be able to see the happiness probably until you take the card out. I hope after all, oh, I've just unstuck that. So I'll have to stick that down. And this one is, where is it? Here. Be very careful with it. Oh, it might be better. Oh dear, I've done the same with that one. I think I've got a lot to learn. So that's those. And then they're going on a page like that. Okay. So right, so we have our pieces. Let's bring our book back. And I'm wondering whether I do need to stick those down again. So I can't stick these in till these are stuck down now, and I'm only going to stick them right on the very edge this time, like that. And the same with that, so we won't be able to stick them down today, but you will see them next time we are here. So that one has only come up a tiny bit like that. Okay. Right, so you'll know what I'll show you next time, how these are in this book. So I think we'll call it a series, a video, not a series. We'll call it episode 12 in this series, and we will then, we haven't even thought about decorating around here, so we might have to do that next time, so I think it's been a long video. So I'll say goodbye and I'll see you again when I get back. Take care everyone, bye bye.